Hello, hello, hello. It's Wednesday, Facebook Live here with Dallas Piana on the Coaching Scaling Secrets. And today I have something great. Actually, it's going to be a two-part Facebook Live. Today we're going to talk about Chat GPT, which is an open source AI product, and I'll talk about what that is. And how you can use it. And we'll do some examples. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. And then next week, I'm going to show you how to humanize it and put your own spin on it, to make it your own so that it reflects more of your voice, your personality, and it's not just a bot responding to your inquiries. So what is it, right? So really what it is, and if you're just hopping on, say hi, okay? So I know who's here live, and if you're catching the replay, that as well. And so this is what it is. It's a chat bot that is part of something called Open AI. AI stands for artificial intelligence, which is a research and deployment company. And so what this chat bot does, which is called Chat GPT, it generates realistic human-like text, okay, for you when you ask it a question or you ask it to give you an answer to something, okay? And that's what we're going to go through. There is another one out on the market that's very popular, that's been around for, I think, 2 years. It's called Jasper, and people have immense success for it. Now, why is this one such the buzz right now? Is because it's free. It won't be free for long, so you want to get in there and try it out while it's free to see if this is something that would complement your tools for creating content, okay? Basically, what you are asking it to do is create content for you. So this is especially good if you're just starting out as a new coach and you have no idea what to write about, okay? It will give you ideas of what to write about, okay? And you can ask it to create text, okay, information for you in different ways to format it. You can ask it to give you, a list. You can ask it to give you a paragraph. You can ask it to write a story. You can ask it to write an article. You can ask it to write an email for you. You can ask it to write all kinds of stuff, your guarantees for your sales page. You can ask it to write your sales page for you, okay? Or let me see. You can ask it to write a list of benefits of taking your program. Write out the 10 benefits of this program, put in specifically, you're asking it a question, and it will generate 10 benefits. It'll be generic to some point, but you can then ask it to go more specific per bullet, okay? So it starts pretty broad, and then you can ask it to go more specific. You can ask it to write intros for you, like an intro into a lead magnet, an intro into a presentation that you're providing. You can ask it to write your bio that you put on any kind of platform. If you have a bio that you need, or you're doing a presentation, you have to send in a bio of yourself and you want someone to help you craft it. You just put in the key words that you want in the biography, and it will generate that for you, okay? You can write sales copy. I already talked about that. You can also have it write a story, like storytelling type article for you. You can create common objections. Ask what are the common objections in your topic, your subject matter, okay? What are the common objections people have for not jumping into my program, or for not losing weight, or for whatever your objections are in your subject matter, okay? So these are some ideas. Now, let me get into some other ones because it is so cool. Now, I have a copywriter that I follow. He is fantastic. His name is Robert Allen. If you go on Twitter, if you are on Twitter at all, follow him because he gives great copy content tips, copywriting tips. Okay. That's what when you're writing copy. That's another marketing term for your content. And he's a great copywriter. Okay. And he actually put together like, I don't know, 15 different ways to use this chat GTP. So one, we talked already about the objections. You could ask it to explain complex topics for you in a simple form, okay? And it gives you the prompt. So it would be create an easy to understand metaphor for concept X. For instance, create an easy to understand metaphor for a lead magnet. Okay, I'm now teaching a course on lead magnets. And for a lot of you just starting out, you're like, what in the world is a lead magnet? And so it will provide a metaphor for it and show you that it's actually like the bait on the bottom of a fishing pole that you hook someone towards you. Okay, that is one of the metaphors it may put out for me. Okay. You can uncover fun facts about anything from this. You can ask it, okay? The prompt might be, what's a fact that many people don't know about blank, okay? You can get deep inside the mind of your targeted market, okay? And all you have to do, the prompt would be, write a first-person account of what it feels like to be the type of person struggling with this issue. So you could say, what is your ideal client? What is the struggle they're having? And tell me ask the chatbot to tell you or write for you what it feels like to be in that struggle, and it will write it all out. Okay. It can generate headlines for you or titles that you want to use for, if you have a title for your headline for your lead magnet, title for a program. You can put in keywords around what the outcomes are of your program or what the benefits are of your program. And you can ask it to give you 10 different headlines or titles for your program. And then you can narrow it down, okay? A lot of times we get stuck in our head, and this is a great way to stretch beyond where you're at in your creativity, right? So it kind of stimulates your creativity. Okay, so let's see. I just lost this. Okay, here we go. What else can you do? It can headlines. What else it can write your exchange policy, your refund policy, your privacy policy for you. Okay, these are all things that are like, right? So that's great. It can write any kind of caption for you. You can ask it to write quotes around a particular subject line. And then you could take whatever you ask it to write about for you, and you can say, can you write it in a style of a witty personality? Or could you write it in a style like one of my coaches, Molly Mahoney, she'll say, hot mama, a hot mess mama, write it in that kind of flair. So you can actually get whatever your personality is and try to get them to write in your personality. You can ask it to do more variations of what it provided for you. Or you can ask it to make it easier to read, or read at a 5th grade reading level, or write it for an elderly person, or write it for a college student. You can do all those kinds of things. So let's go in. I'm going to share my screen so you can see. Let's see. Let me share my screen. Let's see here. Let me pull this down. And I actually pulled it up. So let's see. So here it is, chat.openai.com/chat. And right here is where you would put in your question. So let's put in a, so I just want you to see this. Create a easy to understand metaphor for a lead magnet. Oh, what happened? Okay, generate a response. I might have timed out, so that's all right. We'll do it again. Yeah, so let me see if I can hop in here again. Actually, here's another way to get in. Let's see if I can get in here. Create an easy to understand analogy or metaphor for a lead magnet. Let's see what happens. Oh. Let's see. I might be timed out. No, here it is. So a lead magnet is like a fishing lure. It is designed to entice potential customers into taking action and engaging with your business. Just like a fishing lure, you need to choose the right lead magnet to maximize your success in generating leads. So my audience of new coaches might identify with what a fishing lure is more than to kind of show what the metaphor is for a lead magnet. Okay, so this gave me an idea of what to write a blog, a post about on Facebook. Okay, and I might even put in a picture, and I have put in pictures when I described lead magnet of the fishing line with the hook going after fish. Okay, that is a metaphor for a lead magnet. So that was one thing I could do. I could also write here, provide top objections people. Now I'm going to go into coaches have with buying a high ticket program. Let's see. Oh, submit. Let's see. Submit. Cost, time, fear of failure, lack of support, lack of knowledge. Okay. And then it goes on to explain each one of those. So I could actually take each one of those, because prior to doing, if you're in the middle of your program, promoting a program over a campaign, you want to address those issues of objections and kind of take away the objection through posts. So you could actually say, here, fear of failure. So I'm going to go on and say, can you provide more information about coaches having a fear of failure? About not being able to complete a high ticket program. See what happens. Submit. So as they may worry that they won't have the skills or knowledge to complete the fear can be debilitating, can prevent them from taking necessary steps to get started. To help the coach overcome the fear, it's important to provide them resources such as success stories, webinars, workshops to help gain confidence and better understand the program. Okay, so this is great information that I could take, and I'm going to talk about it next week, how to make it my own. Right? So this is an objection people have. We want to talk about the objections in our posts when we're promoting a program, because we don't want it to be settled in their head about the objection, what's stopping them. So you want to bring the darkness in the head out to light. So you want to talk about it. So if you don't know how to talk about objections, this is a great way to ask the chat bot to give you an information to start you off with. Okay, so that's great. Now, one thing, what we did, let me see where, if I can find it. Okay, what do we do? What do we do? Okay, here's one for an objection I did with one of my clients who her ideal clients are truckers. So what are truckers' top objections to hiring a health coach? And then I'm going to submit. Cost, time commitment, fear of change, lack of support, lack of knowledge. Okay, so almost the same, but basically it's written in the trucker's language. We also looked at can provide great snack ideas for truckers to take on the road with them to satisfy their hunger. Let's see what happens. Trail mix, nuts and seeds, protein bars, popcorn, fruit. Okay, so you could take each one of these ideas and create a post around, this is a great idea, this is a great tip when you're traveling to pack this kind of a snack with you. It'll take away your hunger, and you can go into that more and more and more. So these are just some ways that you can use this chat box to write any information for you. Okay, if you're stuck, if you've got like brain freeze and you can't think of what to write for a post, so you could say, you know, write a 300-word post on the 3 mistakes coaches make when just getting started building their businesses online. Daunting tasks, moving pieces. The first mistake, not having a clear plan. Second mistake, not leveraging the power of social media. And the third mistake, not investing in your business. Okay, that I could take and flush out an incredible post on the 3 mistakes coaches make in their business when they're just starting out, if I didn't know it already. Okay, so this is a great way to get you to start thinking about, to help you in your creativity, to get you going, of thinking about what to write about. So we can also do provide, let's see. Let me see, I have another one here. Okay, create, let's do some benefits. Create a list of benefits of hiring a weight loss coach. Submit. Accountability, guidance, structure plan, motivation, education. Okay, From that, you can put that into your sales page, into your any kind of sales promotion, why there are benefits to hiring a weight loss coach. If you are a weight loss coach, you could ask this chatbot the benefits of hiring whatever coach you are, so that you have text of what are the top reasons or benefits of hiring a coach are. Now you could put in for anything. Benefits of your program, benefits, what are the top benefits of your program? What's the top benefits of XYZ? You can do all of this in here, and it will help get you thinking and give you resources to start working from, to create content from. I mean, this is like a breakthrough, a revolutionary breakthrough in you, because you want, I'm going to stop sharing my screen here, because as this title of this live is, which was generated by a chat bot, by the way, is that you want to stand out. And how do you stand out but providing content, consistent content every day out there, providing value, providing inspiration, motivating, getting eyes on you and your work, right? And serving other people, so that you stand out in a very crowded field of coaches in your industry, okay? There's enough for everybody, but you want to stand out. It's the person that markets themselves the most that actually gets the most clients. So I know in the beginning you struggle with what content to write about. This is a great way to get you thinking in the area of your topic of what to put out there. And like I said, go to Robert Allen's Twitter page and scroll down a little bit, and he gives all the different ways. I think there are 19 different ways of how you could use this chat GPT as a resource. Right now it's free. I don't know when they're going to start charging for it, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty soon. They will charge on a monthly fee to use this service, but go in there and start playing with it, and then just copy the information that you're generating, paste it onto a page, a document, so you can actually work with it and flush it out. And next week in the Facebook Live, I'm going to show you how to humanize it in a way where it's your voice, okay? Instead of the same, a kind of generic information that's coming out from the chat bot, how to take it and humanize it to you. Okay, so it feels more like you, because a chat bot is pretty generic and not specific, and it doesn't deal with the emotion or the empathy that's needed in content to draw people in. Okay, so we want to add that in. All right, so if you have any questions, let's just hop on here for a moment and see if there's any questions from anyone who's on here. And if not, you could drop your questions below. I'd be happy to answer them below. And all of those of you that sign up to be here, I will definitely tag you and say hi when you hop on, and let me know how you're going. And I will actually put in here in the description box the links to the chat box, okay, so that you can actually get in there and start playing with it a little bit. All right. Yeah, that's what I have today. Next week, we're going to take this information and humanize it to you. Okay, you guys have a great week. Bye.